Hello and welcome to the Adamos podcast. Here we nourish minds and ignite talent. Today among us we have Dr. Professor Samit Ray. We'll be talking a little bit about the board examinations here in India and what is the importance of it, right? So the first question, it's a trivia, right? A lot of people have these doubts in their heads that whether or not marks matter. I'm pretty sure, even when I was young, my mom used to tell me that you need to get really good marks in the next examinations, or I'm going to make sure that you don't get dinner. Right? All these things used to happen. So, sir, how important do you think marks are?
Actually, we cannot ignore the importance of the marks, because in Indian system, when you will go for the professional studies, right, there's some cut of the marks. The 60% you have to get in Madhyamik, higher secondary, and the graduations also. Right. If you want to be the professor also, there is also the mentioned one, the cut-off marks of all through your career. So in India, in the systems, the cut-off marks is one of the important thing.
Right.
So we cannot ignore the cut-off marks. But now the tendency of the students and the guardians, having the more than 90, 95% and 98%, it is not the right.
Right.
So 60, 70% marks is sufficient to enter any sphere of the life. At the same time, you have to be the creative. You have to earn different skills which will help you in the futures. So that should be the agenda to the students, and that only will bring them to the success in their life.
Right, sir. So, in a lot of ways, we've also seen that marks, and there's this big rat race where people are constantly running and they're trying to, get better marks and all of that. You correctly mentioned that 95% or whatever that whole exemplary number is. It's 98, 99 percentile for this and that. Yeah, some colleges definitely give that as a cutoff. But sir, talking about excellence here, like you correctly also suggested, that excellence does not really depend on marks, but it depends on discipline. So if you could kindly give us that idea, that what is discipline according to you? Is discipline just that whole practice of working and those hours that you kind of devote towards something, or is it harboring a particular talent in your own way, in that whole person's way? So what will be your opinion about it?
I think it is very important, the harboring the talent,
right, sir,
of the students. The marks, again, I will say that should be the limited, but we should create the ecosystems which can inspire the student to develop their particular skill, and especially the area of the interest.
Right.
Because it is one of the important thing is that how much the students will be the productive, that is the interest in which area he or she is getting that things. Because you have to spend the number of hours in daily life, and even you have to run these things with passions. So the passions and time only you can spend if there's any interest.
Right.
So our education should run in that way. The student, they're interested in different areas. So as a leader of the schools and the college and university, we should take care of the interest. And we should develop the atmosphere, environment, ecosystem, how we can accelerate the interest of the student. That should be one of the important agenda of the modern educations.
Right. Sir, as far as modernity is concerned, in the modern education system, recently we saw COVID and there were a lot of changes in the education system. Like we started giving exams online, we started doing classes online. But if we look at the other side of the coin, there are a lot of good attributes to these online forms of education. Like it makes education more accessible, I feel. When I am home and I can do a particular, say I work right now, so if I can do like a course on digital marketing, prior to maybe 10 years, I would have gone to an institution, done classes there on the weekends and then gotten my certificate. But now we can do small courses in a lot of other places and that gives us a certification. So somewhere online education is a futuristic concept that we can explore with maybe the addition of AI? What do you think will be the the opinion of a very primary educational institute like ours?
Yes, COVID brought the different changes.
Right, sir.
Right. But I believe that up to the class 10 exams, the offline class should be the prioritized.
Right.
Because not only the collect the information from the teachers or the schools is not the important, because during that period, the students develop the physio. At the same time, they develop their ideas also. They start to dreaming. How they can get the dreaming when only he or she face to the leader of the schools. Then my teachers, math teachers, or the physics teachers, or the history teacher, his or her behavior and the approach as a leader, it helps to make an image of a leader.
Right.
So, up to class 10, I think that the offline should be the compulsory. Yes. After certain age, for the matured mind and the students who are very much developed regarding all the knowledge of the subject, then only he or she can approach for the online classes or online courses.
Right.
And that will be the important agenda in our education systems also.
Right, so if we look westwards, online education is very regimented. There are ways of, kind of make sure that the people that are imparting education online and people that are receiving education online, there's a system to it. Maybe in India, we just have our Zoom calls and we have our, Google Meets and all of that. So over there, to monitor the growth of a student is very difficult. And I'm pretty sure AI and all of these things that are happening in the world, they are kind of curating more, developments that will help us in doing that. That'll help us in understanding or monitoring the students' life. So, somewhere do you feel that online examinations here, it was for a generation of around 2-3 people, 2-3 classes, I think, 2-3 years. So, do you think it has, what will be those things that they miss, that they have definitely missed about their school lives? Because I'll tell you from personal experience, in class 11 and 12, the debates that we went to, the school fests that happened, the constant growth that our teachers kind of showered at us, that will never be possible through online, or maybe it will be later on. Right now, I think it definitely will not be possible. So somebody, all these years, for 3 years or 4 years, people that have worked online, that have maybe studied online, given exams online, do you think they have missed a lot on life?
Actually, they missed a lot of life. Why? Just you take one example.
Right.
You are a leader. You will express something in front of 50 people. You started to talk to the 3-4 lines and 5 lines in a particular matter or the subjects. But when you will try to connect the eyes of all the spectators or the presence, then you have the right to change your direction of the discussions or bring the different points in front of the viewers. But if it is in the online and only the AI can control the things, it is not possible to read all the eyes of the spectators, what they want, how they are realizing, and how they are also enjoying. That decision is not possible by a speech online controlled by the AI.
Right, absolutely not.
Maybe after 50 years and 100 years after, the AI also will be able to read the flash of the eyes of all the spectators, and then the speech will give the reaction, and then the speech will go ahead according to that the inputs of the eyes. So it takes some time.
Right.
So till today, the interactions, the offline, that the best way of the class method or the teaching methods.
I'm pretty sure, sir, it also develops a lot of memories. Like
right.
Whenever I go back to my school, or I'm pretty sure whenever you go back to your educational institutions, there are people that you meet, that you recognize, that you have grown up so much. All these things, kind of gives us an ecosystem wherein we become more human.
Of course.
The first part of the podcast ends here today. The second English podcast with the same topic will be out soon. Stay tuned to the channel and subscribe to definitely watch that. Thank you.